So now this is all up to your imagination, right? So let's say, for the division, let's say I want to put a background color. Okay, so what color should we do? Let's do gray. Okay, and let's also put a border. Let's put 1 pixel border on the top. 1 pixel solid silver. And let's also put a border on the bottom. Okay, so that looks a little better. Okay, all right. I mean, I'm not. Okay, well, that's okay. All right, so now this is the fun part. The left navigation, all these are supposed to show up like over here on this region, right? So let's say there are a lot of different ways to do it. And you can, search other sites to see how they do it. I'm not the pros on the CSS. But here, let's say I want the width to be 300 pixel. And just to make sure that, just so that it's easier for me to see this, I'm going to highlight that yellow too. Okay. All right, so that kind of looks better. Okay, and again, see how that is so close to the border? I want some padding. So let's put 5 pixel padding all the way around so that it's not so close to that border. And let's also put a border, 1 pixel solid silver border. There it is. And now, see how that is so close to the top one? Let's say I want some privacy. I don't want to be next to anything on my top, but separate me by at least 10 pixel on the top. So I do margin top, put me 15 pixel at least between me and another one. Okay, so that's done there. Let's change that back to white so that it doesn't look so bad. And there it is. Okay, now there are a few different ways that you can structure this, but it seems like, first of all, 300 pixels are too much. Let's do 200 pixel. Okay, looks a little bit better. And now let's put all this on the right. So a few different ways you can do, but the way that I'm going to do it is, I don't know if this is going to work. There's what's called a float. And if I just let it float on the left, see how things just kind of floats around it? And it puts this on the right. If I do float on the right, this thing is going to float on the right and everything is going to go around it. So it's going to look like that. But I want it to float on the left. So I do that. And now see how everything is right next to that border? It's so close. Let's put some, let's put this apart. So let's say, okay, margin top 15 pixel. That got me away to this one by 15 pixel. I don't want anything near my right by 15 pixel again. And there it is. Okay? All right. So now we're to the right content. Now let's highlight that. Let's do green this time, just so that we understand. Okay? And for that one, let's do background color of white, because right now it's transparent. Okay? All right, so that is all. Okay, now that image, I want things to be floated, right? So let's do that as well. Okay, let's call this division class picture left. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is because that's a class, I put a dot. You float on the left side. And it did it. And then see how that is also so close? Say, I don't want you to be so close to me. On the top, I want 0 pixel. It can be as close as 0 pixel to me. On the right, I want to be away by at least 15 pixel. On the bottom, I want to be away by at least 10 pixel. On the left, I don't care. So I'm going to put 10 pixel. Well, no, let's just put 10 pixel there. Okay, so there it is. So that's done. So now we're going to change the background like that, and then save it. Okay, so there it is. So now the footer, we need that to be on the bottom. Okay, so what I'm going to say is anything that floats, I want to break. I don't want anything to float next to me or next to me at all. So what you tell that is you do clear both. Clear both. Anything that floats, I want to be cleared, and I want to put it on, I want to be be cleared away from those. So it puts it on the bottom, and then let's do text align. Let's put that in the center.